My name's Gayle Taylor. I'm Head of Building Consultancy at Lambert Smith Hampton in Manchester, and I'm Project Manager on this project. So I met Mike would be about 18 months ago now, when he was looking at another piece of land. Unfortunately that one didn't go quite as well, but you know, some things happen for a reason, don't they, and time's played out, and now he's got a bigger plot of land and he can build a bigger building for his bigger business. So we put a pitch to him 18 months ago to help him with the project management of his new building at the time, and then we sort of sat on hold while he found this next piece of land. So there's two elements to this project. There's the factory and then there's the offices, which is the rather interesting butterfly structure. And so far we've put together the tender documentation for the factory, and then for the offices we've developed the design in conjunction with the design team, and we should be going out to tender on that within the next couple of weeks. In terms of challenges, we're working with a really good team, particularly on the butterfly. Paul Mitchell at the Harris Partnership is great. So it helps when you're working with a team of professionals who know what they're doing. So I would say probably our biggest challenge on this project is Mike. That's not a bad thing, but he's different to many of our other clients, so it makes the job interesting. There's not many jobs where we've had a Feng Shui master come and influence the design, I'd say. I've never worked with a Feng Shui master in my life, definitely not in my professional career. It was really interesting just to have, you know, somebody from a completely different culture come along and bring his influence to the site. I think the design team were tearing their hair out after he'd gone, because we were literally a week away from putting tender documents together, and he moved the orientation of the site by about 1 degree, which meant all the drawings had to be changed. But that's what the client wants, so that's what the client gets. Working with Mike is great. It's refreshing. He's completely different to a lot of clients that we work with. It's probably completely different to a lot of people I know. What's good about him is his enthusiasm and his passion for his business, and it's great to be involved in that and to know why you are involved. And again, that makes my job interesting, because it's not just about building a building now, it's about building Mike's empire and making, building the future for really useful products. But I lost my mum when I was a bit younger, and we had a property, and so we had to get surveyors involved then, and the chap turned up in his really nice car, and he and that was it. I just thought, I want some of that. That'll be, you know, the fact that he was out of his office and he was driving about and he was seeing different things, and he was obviously seeing somebody else after he'd seen us, and it's the variety that attracted me to it. So I became a building surveyor purely by accident. I didn't realise what I'd signed up to when I signed up to my degree. I thought I was signing up to a rural practice degree, so that shows how diligent I was when I was 18, looking at courses. And it wasn't until I did my year out from university where I secured a place in a commercial practice that I realised that I was going to be a building surveyor, and that there were so many different kinds of surveyors. My job on a day-to-day basis as head of department is very much focused on winning work and managing my team and making sure that they've got enough work to do and that the work that goes out the door is good quality. In terms of pressure, it sort of ebbs and flows. So obviously with any job I think you get deadlines, and when there's a deadline coming up for anything, whether that's a bid submission or issuing a report or getting tenders out, there's a little bit of pressure there, and it depends how well prepared we are. Sometimes we're really busy and we're working all hours to try and get stuff out. I think it's a profession that attracts a lot of different people, and my boss would say that there's 3 kinds of surveyor, and that you can be commercial, you can be technical, and you can be a good people person, and that generally building surveyors are 2 of those 3 things. So in terms of like skills, I think, you know, if you're talking about your school days and what you need to be good at, it's sort of scientific and you know, the technical subjects, maths and science, and probably design tech to a certain extent. I think you've got to have an interest. You've obviously got to have an interest in the built environment and what's going on around you. But it's quite a varied career, and it's one of the reasons why when I'm interviewing people, when you ask them why they became a building surveyor, it's always because of the variety and the mixture of being in the office and out the office and different clients, different jobs. So I think there's probably a bit of something for everyone there.